I'm not really sure what really clicked. My teammates did a great job of finding me in good positions. We throw the ball down low in the post, and people would double Derrick and Alonzo, and they would throw it back out to me and Kendall, and that created some open shots. I was able to get in the lane and get the ball to Darian and Kendall for open threes. So people had to respect that a little more, and it opened up driving lanes for me, and I was able to get some easy buckets.
When your offense is clicking, how do you balance getting yours with distributing as the point guard?
Well, coach tells me to be aggressive, and so he says when I'm playing aggressive, I play a lot better. And so just being aggressive doesn't mean that you have to score. You can be aggressive and find an open teammate. So with me, as long as I'm getting in the lane and kind of disrupting the defense, I feel like I'm being aggressive, and I don't really have to focus on scoring or focus on passing the ball. Just making the right play is all I have to do.
We spent a lot of last year watching the young guys in the front court with you. After a whole year and now being in the program over a year, how much better are they and how much better will they be this year?
It's unbelievable how well they've progressed during the summer. It's been a long summer. Last season was a long season as well. We've had goals set for this summer, and guys have met them, excelled past their goals. They've done a really good job this summer as far as getting better, more mature. Their conditioning, their weight, strength-wise, they're great, and now they're just more developed and able to approach a college game differently.
Question for both of you guys. Hard to argue that ending of your season last year was one of the most bizarre we've ever seen. How much does that stick with you, and how much do you kind of draw on that as a source of motivation, if at all?
We as a team, we've moved past it. I personally have moved past it as well. We have another season, another opportunity to play, and we're more focused on that right now.
Hey, Derrick, you mentioned the young guys. I wonder if I could ask you to elaborate about Alonzo. Darius Garrett was a very valuable player here, obviously, but he was primarily a defensive guy, and that was his thing for 4 years. Do you see Alonzo moving kind of past that and developing into more of an offensive threat?
Yes, Alonzo has come along tremendously. Coach Mooney tells him all the time, as well as the rest of our team tells him he's one of the fastest players in the country. He understands now that his position is vital to our offense, as well as our team, and he's grown to realize that he is a key part of our offense.
You guys have a lot of experience back, only losing 2 players from last year. How do you like where you're sitting? I know you're picked to finish 6th. How do you like where you're sitting with all the experience you have back going into the season?
I definitely like it. We have Kendall, who's played since his freshman year. We have 2 seniors. We have Wayne, who's a redshirt junior. Trey and Alonzo, redshirt sophomores. Terry and Dion both played a lot their freshman year. So, we definitely have a lot of experience out there, and I'm excited to see how guys progress throughout this year. With Derrick going out last year, Terry and Dion got a lot of opportunities to really play and contribute and learn. And so we're excited, and we're ready to see how Dion recovers from surgery and how he progresses in his career.
Hey, can you take it a step farther and just discuss generally the depth and how that's going to help this team, maybe the deepest team since you've been here?
I definitely think it's going to help. Cutting down on minutes for certain people will help us in the long run. A lot of teams can only play 7 people, where we might be able to go 9, maybe 10 deep. It really helps in the long run, especially going into A10 tournament and NCAA runs. It really helps when you can cut down on people's minutes and you don't have to keep throwing the same 5 out there every time.
Cedrick first, and then Derrick, if you guys could both talk about this. When you walk in the Robins Center and you see everything that's been done, can you sort of envision what it's going to be like next Friday, and does that get you a little more amped up for the season?
It's really hard to envision. We saw the Robins Center on paper, and once we really got in there and saw everything that was done, it's kind of it's kind of mind blowing, and so it's going to be really hard to envision like the crowd and everything and how that's going to play. But we're definitely excited. I mean, every basketball player is excited for their first game, and especially for seniors, you know, we're excited to get out there and make this the best one we've ever had.
Derrick, can you talk about the upgrades and the renovation?
Oh, yes, every time we, as a team, walk into the gym, it's always something new being put up. We thank the alumni for giving us this gym and all the donations that have come. It actually motivates us because they're here to watch us, and we're here to entertain the crowd, and it's just great knowing that we have that support and from all the donors and the alumni.
Derrick, you guys were picked to finish sixth. Obviously, you guys don't look too much into those numbers. How far do you think this team can go this season?
We're going to go as far as we allow ourselves to. We practice, we work hard every day. We know, we don't set goals, but we know what we want to accomplish and what we're going to accomplish.
Hey, Derrick, road issues held this team back last year. Was that a point of emphasis? Can you do anything about that part of the game heading into the season? Why will that change this year?
I mean, playing on the road is tough for any college team. It's a different atmosphere. Of course, you're obviously not playing on your home court. It's just one of those things that no matter what, we just have to stay focused and stick together.
Can you talk a little bit about personally your development from when you came in freshman year, developing your offensive game? Now you're heading into your senior season. You're stepping into the leadership role a little bit more. And can you just talk about sort of where you were when you came here and where you are now?
When I first came, I was pretty much clueless as to how to move within our offense, how to figure things out and be able to move without the ball. Now I have more experience under my belt. I've lost weight since I've been here. I'm able to move more now, not as tired as I used to be. I can stay on the floor even more. I know I have more experience than the players that are on the court, and I know how it feels in an actual college game.
Cedrick, with the non-conference schedule, do you feel that you have a setup that would allow you to get in that large bid, with Florida, North Carolina, perhaps Louisville, Minnesota, Wake?
Yeah, I definitely feel like our non-conference schedule is a great one this year. Probably the best since I've been here. We have huge games and huge opportunities to make ourselves a legitimate team, and especially in the eyes of the committee that picks the NCAA. So I definitely think winning a couple of those games is definitely big for us right now. But you got to take it one game at a time, and so every game is big, starting from Delaware on November 8th.
Anything else?
Stay with that topic then. You played some of these teams, Minnesota, Belmont, North Carolina, and possibly Louisville in the first month of the season. Playing these teams really early, how would that help the team later on in the season, do you think, in terms of getting better?
I think it gives us a chance to kind of experience about playing the best. These teams are ranked top 25 in North Carolina and Louisville, and starting off playing the best, I think gives us an opportunity of knowing where we need to be as far as at the end of the season or mid-season. If you start off playing the best, then when you get mid-season, you already know what's expected and the type of teams that you're going to be playing throughout the NCAA tournament. So I definitely think it helps us get better.